let's go ahead. You know, our next story, education is often described as the great equalizer, yet access to affordable funding has remained a stumbling block for millions of Nigerian students. And so in a move to bridge this gap, the federal government's interest-free loan initiative has now reached a milestone of 99.5 billion naira, benefiting over 510,000 students across the country. Now, the scheme, designed to ease financial pressure on learners and their families, is seen as a lifeline for many aspiring graduates. Analysts say the intervention could not only boost enrollment, but also enhance productivity in the long run, provided transparency and sustainability were maintained. I think so.
Yeah, I think one should never be tired of speaking about this novel initiative of the,
Mr. President.
Of the government. Because if one values education, you know, and also realizes that there are a lot of brilliant people out there who don't have access. They want to become professors, they want to become doctors, they want to become journalists, but they don't have
no
access.
Thanks to...
You find some of them who are selling pop-up on the highway and all that. It's not because we are brilliant than them. It's not because we are better. It's just because they don't have the opportunity to go to school. And there are a whole lot of Nelson Mandela out there. A whole lot of Awolowo there, Zik there, who are on the streets. Who could have even performed better than our heroes if given the opportunity. So this NEFO thing is a very great intervention in the education sector. There are two types. The school fees, which is paid directly to the institution once the student fees have been verified, and then 20,000 stipend every month to be paid to that student. Of course, if you are looking for feeding, you know, let's say you feed about 3,000, 4,000 in a day, that's a whole lot of money. 20,000 is nothing, but it's a whole lot of money compared with when there's none.
None.
You know, so it benefits a lot of students. At least you have and your school fees, you know, you've paid your school fees. So it's now how you take care of yourself. And the government sees things that, okay, let's give you 20,000 naira. So I think it's a major intervention. And we are talking about more than 500,000 students. Nigerian university students combined should be roughly about 2 million, you know, according to the NUC. So we are talking about 1/4 of this population that have access. And I'm glad that NEFO is talking about reviewing that the 20,000 naira being given to the students.
So chances are it might go up.
Yes, and the conditions are okay. They are quite affordable because you are not going to pay back the loan until you get you get a job, and then you start earning salary, and then 10% of your salary will be paid by your employer at no interest. You know, so I think this is a very beautiful thing for some of us from poor homes. We realize what we went through, you know, the most difficult times of our life. Yeah. If we have had this kind of opportunity, maybe we'll have even achieved higher than the level that we are today. So I'm glad, and I hope students will take the opportunity, you know.
Ishmael, it is said that there's nothing as great as an old idea whose time has come. The Students' Loans Board was here, but somewhere along the line, we dropped the ball. And so we have picked up the ball again.
Apart from that, we dropped the ball, the way we were running it appears different from the way this one is being run. Because I remember then, from Kalpoli? Yeah, from Kalpoli, we came to Oshogbo.
Kaduna Polytechnic.
From Kaduna Polytechnic, we came to Oshogbo for, they call it a bursary award then, you know, under Chief B.C. Akande. And we spent some days, you know, in Oshogbo before we eventually, I think it was it 10,000? I can't remember the actual figure.
Big money
but
then.
For us, it was something. You know, it was something big.
The Naira was relatively powerful.
This student loan thing, it's something that has been practiced over the years in abroad in Western countries. You know, you hear of people taking loan to get educated. You know, so bringing it during the electioneering when the president then as candidate was mounting this, most Nigerians were skeptical about it. So I'm glad that
even when this one came on board, cynics said.
So I'm glad that beneficiaries beneficiaries are coming out to speak, you know, but you know, because sometimes when you float a program such as this, cynics will say, where are the beneficiaries? Let us hear from them. I'm glad that the beneficiaries are coming, you know, up to speak, and we appeal to those managing the funds to, you know, ensure that they are not only judicious, but that they handle it with utmost sincerity and fear of God.
And foolproof method. But, while, you know, that beneficiaries are beginning to speak out, at least to disabuse the minds of cynics.
Yes. Well, it's natural for people to doubt, you know, government programs. And well, we also don't blame them. They have suffered a lot of disappointments
in the past.
They have seen also dash hope and all that. So we don't blame them. But at least we can now see that it's not every time that you have to doubt government programs, you know, because you don't know which program might benefit you. So if you just have a kind of hasty generalization that, oh, every government program is bad, this is a very good example. And is, you know, ethnic blind. Go to the internet, apply. So there's not whether you even need to see the managing director. You don't need to see him. You don't need to go to the office.
At least just satisfy the system that you are a bona fide student.
Yes, and then, you know, so this is quite impressive. It's quite it's a major intervention, you know, in this country, because there's nothing like education. It's the greatest investment you can give any human being. We are making that human being to be useful to himself. We are solving the problem of ignorance. We are also making that person to be useful to the society. So I think this is a very, I'm only praying that, you see, when federal government comes out with an idea, let states also borrow from it. I expect state governments, even if you are setting up 20 million naira, a mini net fund at the state level, if it goes round, federal government is talking about 500,000 students. States can talk about 2,000, 3,000 students. Local government, 100 students. By the time you put this together all over the country, it will have been a major intervention. You know, whoever came with this idea deserves, in fact, an award. You know, an award for this decade. I think this is the biggest intervention in the past 2 decades in the educational sector in this country.
Well, what more can we say? Safe to wish government, as I always say, Godspeed. So that's our business here, to give context to this story. NEFOD is here. It is real, and it is working. Okay, let's take the next story. You know, in 5 calendar days, you know, our country clocks 65 years of a troublous democratic